Hi Taurus, hey, it's Angie with Feisty Butterfly Tarot, and today we are doing the spread, the Life Spread and Anchor, and we're going to take a look at what's going on with you for the next little bit of time for early November. Again, this is for the collective of Taurus. If you're cross-watching, great. If it doesn't resonate, look at your moon sign, see what's going on with your other signs, and we're going to get going here. All right. Now, as I'm dealing here, I'm making different areas that are aspects of your life, and then the clarifying cards and the different factors and variables playing into that are what's below. Okay, the anchor part is where we have, this is the whole deck. This is a second deck and just the majors in here. So we're going to shuffle up these real quick. And then cut, and we're going to spread these. And we'll see how these play into here and see if there's any strong recurrences that are big time reminders for us to be like, hey, pay attention here. Okay? All right, come on, you. There we go. All right. So we're going to start with the area of your personal world, what's going on there. And we have Temperance. Temperance and the Chariot. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so what we're seeing is the Chariot where you're wanting to move forward, but you haven't quite focused enough to get going to where you want. It's like you have these energies, these things that are going all kinds of different directions, but you haven't figured out how to focus and get going forward. And that's what's required of you right now. Temperance is all about balance. Let me flip that light up. Temperance is about balancing the earth with the cosmos, balancing practicality and actual needs of the moment with what the needs of the spirit are and what needs to happen more long term. It's a back and forth. It's finding that way to get into the flow. If you're thinking traffic and getting into the flow, you can't start, stop to get onto the freeway, right? You've got to figure out how to get that balance and get flowing and move forward. Otherwise, things come tumbling down. So right here, you have this celebration, community, friends around you, and then you have, in some ways, feeling lack. Maybe financial lack. Maybe emotional, it's happy, everything's good on the emotional front right now, but there's financial lack. Or maybe that's what you're feeling right now. It could be that that's not actually the case. It could be you need to take some time and look within and figure out which of those elements is out of whack and which isn't. The Hermit is big time. Solitude. Take a moment to yourself. Look at your spirit. Look what's going on for you personally, spiritually. How do you balance that with the day in, day out needs? Okay? All right. Next, we're going to look at your work life. Okay. Work life is tricky for you right now. Work life, we are seeing the Six of Cups, which is nostalgia, happy memories, sentimentality, I would say. You know, a very, very sweet type of feeling about work life. So enjoying that, really enjoying that. And then what's underneath that and what's kind of hidden there is the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. Those are biggies. And then the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups is all about sadness, sorrow, loss, and not seeing what's in front of you. The Wheel of Fortune is about fate stepping in, and that's how it goes. And usually it's a good luck thing. Justice is about balancing those scales, getting things to where they're moving in the right direction. So maybe you have had a little heartache in your job that's underlying that. Maybe you feel like, okay, this isn't the best fit, but it's working at the time. Or maybe this is a great fit, but you need to figure out more money, better income, or maybe a promotion. Maybe it's time to see what's going on with that. There is a cycle that is changing. You can't stay in this sweet forever land. So that's what's going on with work. When you have the Hanged Man layering into that, then you have this whole aspect of, hey, you need to reevaluate. You need to shift your perspective. There might be a sacrifice involved. It's time to reflect. It's time to look a little bit further down the track. it's time to take the pause. Hit the pause button. Don't be rash. Okay? So that's the advice I would have for you on that. Okay, let's look at what's going on with the love life. The lovers. The lovers for the love life. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay. Oh, wow. You've got a hanged man here as well. Okay. So maybe these two are greatly influencing each other. Because if this is work and this is love, this is all choices. This is all mingled up. So the lovers here, you have the King of Wands. You have something going on that you really are drawn to. It's a great passion. It's something that you really enjoy. Then you have this Ace of Swords saying something new, new thought, new truth. Something needs to happen. Then you have the Harvester who's evaluating, and the Hanged Man saying, hold the phone here. Hang on for a second. So you are taking time to evaluate. You really, really are evaluating. You're looking closely at what's going on. If this is all tangled up with this, work and love could be tangled together. In the love life, you're very much in this moment of suspension. This moment where things are coming into fruition, but there are new things to be thinking about. One new thing to be thinking about. And then you have the King of Wands, very, very passionate type of energy there. Fiery energy, yet you still feel like you're in this limbo. Now, this is how they came out. So one is reflective of the other, and this is the Lover's card. So there is a time, there is a need for a pause before you make these choices moving forward. Justice will happen in the workplace. Things will balance out there. This is good signs for the work. And then for the love life, there's still evaluation, still a little bit of discomfort, but new truths, and overall a very happy energy, conquering the passionate, ambitious drive, getting to the point where you can achieve and reign over that. In the love life, this sometimes could be somebody's a little bit too dominant. Heads up on that. But there's a choice, and what are you committing to? Those are the things to consider. All right. Next out, we're going to look at the key to it all and central to it all. Whoa. Okay. The key to it all, central to it all. The key is that you feel like you're juggling. You have resources that you're juggling. You feel like you're waiting for ships to come in, but you have these two earthly things that you're trying to balance. These two things that are very much to do with the material and physical realm, the tangibles. These two, I think, are really much trying to balance. Work and love, work and love. And this also can be, I mean, this guy is not looking like he's stressed out or by the uneven seas. He's just like tossing him. He's able to juggle this pretty easy. Like, in this rendition, in this deck, he's like looking at this one. He's got this one pretty secure. He's not in jeopardy of losing either of these in this rendition of the Two of Pentacles. So just so you know, take a closer look at what's going on with these physical, tangible things. Don't freak yourself out. Justice is here, central to the whole thing. Justice is coming. There is a sense of fairness happening here. So again, if it's reflected here and back in here, it's worth looking at and looking closely at. All right. Moving on. We're going to look at the family section of what's going on. The Ace of Coins, the Three of Coins, the Knight of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Okay. Family. Certain things have come to an end. It's not very fun. It's been painful, but that section, that portion, that part on the family front has been dealt with, and it's handled, and it's done. Whatever that hard part was is done. You're making plans. You have teamwork that's important for you right now. And the Knight of Swords, moving forward with new truth and taking action. Again, you have new truth here. Okay, you've got that going on. You've got this knight who wants to move forward and is ready. And then you have people that are planning with you and helping you plan along the way. So whatever this new stage is, it's ready to go. And you have this Ace of Pentacles. This is a gift. This is an offering, a material offering, ready to go. For your family, this is a good time. It's not a whole lot of strife. It's just a little bit of an end, a shift, an end of something. Maybe this is an end of where you were, an end of worry or concern. This can be an end of anxiety, an end of troubles, or getting out of the troubled water and feeling like, okay, that situation is done. We can close the books on it. Be aware of where your focus is. Be very aware. You probably had mixes of this, like really, seriously mixes of this. Mixes of emotion, mixes of money, trying to have that all tangled together. And now it's time to just retreat a bit. Take time to yourself. Figure it out. Allow for that. Recalibrate. Okay. So now we're going to look at the immediate future and the wishes in relation to the future. Okay. You have the Emperor, the Six of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Tower. Okay. So the future of the Tower, you might have an epiphany. This may have happened for you already, but for most of you, it still is the future. Some of this Tower moment where everything is a big shitstorm and falling to the ground and everything's been destroyed, most of that has happened, but you're still recovering from it. The Tower is a card that says, okay, now there's new thoughts that have struck. What's next? The Tower shakes you out of the status quo. And it says, okay, start again, restart, start again, refocus, figure it out. King of Pentacles is saying, get your finances together, get things in order. Six of Wands says, celebration, happy times are ahead. And the Emperor says, you need to reign over your own kingdom. They're saying, okay, get some control about what's going on. And yeah, you've had adjustments or are making adjustments. Allow for new thoughts, allow for new inspiration and idea. When it strikes you and it's clear, then really honor that, respect that. There does not have to be absolute destruction going on. And if there has been where everything like, okay, now we're starting over. Yep, you get to start over sometimes. The Wish card is about the Empress. The Empress is very abundant, creative, fertile, manifesting. The Magician manifests and knows all of his skills. The Empress brings it even more forward in a more abundant way. She reigns, she rules, she's strong, she's knowledgeable. She knows about the creative juju and what benefit that can be for her in her world. She knows how to use that to get things going again. Then you have the Emperor again in here, in the future, all right? This is the wish, this is the future. The Emperor again is saying, hey, put order, put your house in order. This is like a perfect pairing. So if you want the wish of what your heart's desire is, you need to get some order going on. The Emperor is the one that she says, oh, I want to get all of this created, and she's got all this creative energy. And the Emperor aspect of things is, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Let's create something balanced. Let's create structure. Let's establish something. So those two are working together in a balanced way right here with justice. Things are coming along. It's almost like things are happening as they should happen. Fate has stepped in, right? The Wheel of Fortune is there. There's Tower moments here and there all around right now. But even when things get shaken up and stripped down, you keep moving forward. You've got that ability. All right. And the other future, the ultimate future, also the challenge to your future, is the Devil. Okay, this is going to be your challenge and the tricky challenge to this part of the future. Your old way of doing, your old way of thinking, old addictions, old vices, old relationships, old behavior patterns, everything of that you know better than to do that. It's like, nah, you know better. Things that where you shoot yourself in the foot and it's like, oh crap, I shouldn't have done that. I know better. So as we look through here and we're seeing this Temperance really do balance. We see Justice calling for balance as well. We see this asking for more spiritual seeking in order to get the balance to move forward, to gain momentum. Okay? Again, taking a pause, really getting in alignment. See if there is a sacrifice that needs to happen. See if there's a different perspective. Really look at that. Yeah, the Devil energy isn't so bad. If it's the devil you know or the devil you've been warned of, okay, you know what those things are. You know what gets in your own way. So if you know that and you have all this creative energy and all this ability for structure, and that's what you're calling into the future, use that so you can outsmart yourself on that one. Because that is very much to do with self and overcoming the nonsense that you know is your own devil energy created. All right. Wow. That's a pretty good spread. That's a lot going on for you to think about. It's going to be a good time. Lots of good changes. Focus where you can, center where you can, and then move forward. All right. Take care, guys. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say on this. Bye.